Hello, Divine Ones. This is Fairy Dust 1111, and thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, so this is the third lesson in the Rich Dad, Poor Dad spirituality series, and this is lesson three. You create your own luck. So, here I actually have, I'm going to read a short little excerpt. All right, so why would you want to increase your financial intelligence? Because you want to be the kind of person who creates your own luck. You take whatever happens and make it better. Few people realize that luck is created, just as money is. Okay, so I really found this to be a very profound statement on so many different levels. Okay, so people like to take luck as something that just happens, that is very serendipitous. And serendipity does happen. However, it's on a higher level. It's like an energetic type of exchange, no different than money. Money is an energetic exchange. People trade their time and their energy for something tangible, such as money. Okay, and money is like a currency. That's why they call it currency, because it moves like electricity. All right, so that's how you can have places like the stock market where you are exchanging money, but money is never actually touch a hand and go from hand to hand. All right, so you have to understand that money is just a tool, and so is like luck. So here, he's basically saying that using the understanding of law of attraction, it's the same type of idea. Okay, so while other situations may come into your life, it's no different than luck coming to like into your life. You know how people would say that, oh, this person is lucky because they had this situation, they had that situation to happen to them. And you have to also therefore look at a person's understanding and perception of things. Okay, so our emotions help magnetize to us what we actually put out there. Okay, so you are a human walking magnet or a divine magnet. Okay, whatever you may be, a human or whatever type of being you may be, you are actually a magnet. Okay, and so how the way you think, you putting out a signal. So a signal, no different than a magnet, helps draw and magnetize things towards you. So this is very, very much so when it comes to emotions. Okay, so if a person feels and thinks and operates and perceives their situation to be an unlucky situation, they will only continue to produce more unlucky situations. It may not be the same exact situation, but it is something that is at the same magnitude and on the same spectrum. Okay, and so that's what he's saying. He is saying that luck is created, okay, for situations that an individual may say, like, oh, that was so lucky. Like, okay, a person may find a good deal, like no different than a bargain hunter. Okay, what makes a bargain hunter a good bargain hunter? They go out there and they look, and then they know what to look for and where to look for it. And people will be like, oh, you're so lucky because you found these shoes on sale, or you found this dress on sale, etc., etc., or you found that great car on sale for a good steal. You're very lucky. You're very wise. However, they just, that's what how they set themselves up to be. Okay, and I really love the phrase that he says that we create our own luck. So I can't really remember off top. Hold on, let me get the book. Just the same as we create money. Okay, so it's like think of how you create money. Okay, so like let's take money for example. All right, so you have people that say, well, this person has it made because they make this amount of money, and I only make this amount of money, so therefore they must be more special than me. That's what they're basically saying, because they make more money than me, so because they have more energy than me. And so they're already limiting themselves. But how does that person make more money? One would say it's based on their education. Well, you have plenty of educated people out here that still live in the poverty mindset. Then one would say, well, they know this person. Well, you have people that know very prominent people in society. However, they still have the poverty mindset and they still live in the poverty type of lifestyle. It's about energy. It's about how the way they maneuver, no different than energy maneuvers. That's why they call it currency, through from one electrical charge to the next electrical charge. It's the same type of idea. So if you have more blockages in the way of that electrical charge from A to B, then you're going to have more, you have to put forth more energy. So this is what they call the working class. The working class actually puts forth more energy to produce currency compared to, you would say maybe, I wouldn't really say white collar class. I would say more of like, if you go back to lesson 2, how we talked about the quadrants. So you have quadrant A, well, not, I'm sorry, quadrant E, the employee, and then you have quadrant S, the self-employed, and then you have the quadrant B, the business network owner, and then you have quadrant I, the investor. So you have the quadrant E and quadrant S are like those individuals that have a lot of blockages within the currency. So it takes a lot more of energy to produce currency, aka they have to go out and work, quote unquote, hard to gain a certain amount of currency, a certain amount of energy, a certain amount of money. And this is the same ideal that that the harder that you work, the more money that you make. And this is not so. Okay, that is that old mentality that is dying out and will actually run a individual into the ground. Okay, so with the quadrant B and quadrant I, they own a network of those, I wouldn't say individuals, but a network of I really don't want to say individuals, but I guess this is the best way how to describe it. Basically, they make energy, they make money work for them. Okay, so therefore they put out a little bit of energy and they get a lot of energy back. They put out a little bit of money to invest, and therefore their their money works for them, and the money actually multiplies. Okay, and so therefore they have less blockages in the way of their currency of from point A to point B. All right, and it's all about the mindset and the way how they have moved those energetic blockages. So if you think of chakras, it's the same type of idea. Then you know how they say they have if you have like chakra blockages, therefore the energy can't move fully through, like fully flowing. And so it's the same type of idea. And if you know about like where you have like about a electrical circuit and how the way electrical circuits work, and if you have blockages or cuts or what is it, breakages in that electrical current, how can that current um, travel from point A to point B? And you could say yes, it can if you have a breakage inside of the current, because if you put forth more energy, so that way it can jump from one to the next to the other, and but it still requires more energy. All right. Okay, so no different than just really think and ponder on this statement, which is a really profound statement. You create your own luck, just the same as you create your own money. You create your own energy. You create your own thought patterns. You create your own ways of how you conduct yourself to draw and magnetize more quote unquote luck or serendipitous type of events in your life, where things will start to fall in your lap. So this is like the law of attraction. This is like, and I'm not talking about just in a traditional sense of how they explain law of attraction. This is like how you magnetize things towards you. It's like the alignment process. It's like the lower self that is affected by the 3D emotions and affected by the 3D circumstances. And so, therefore, an individual that is bound to the 3D existence and the way of how they may perceive the 3D existence, that they will therefore magnetize more and more of the same thing in which they are projecting out. But when an individual transcends over their emotions, and they align their lower self with their higher self that directly communes with the Holy Spirit, the Christos energy, then therefore that's that clear flow, like what they call the chakras are clear, so that energy can flow through. It's like that currency from point A to point B that is clear, so that the information can be given from point A to point B. And so therefore the individual is able and has a clarity and has the perspective to know what to do and how to do it, in creating those serendipitous moments in their life. No different than when you go apply for a job, you expect to make a certain amount of money, And it's the same type of thing. Like, okay, I give my time and my energy for this money, and depending on how much energy you have, I'm now, this what I'm talking about with this energy, I'm talking about on a higher level of energy, that you'll be able to magnetize more things towards you. Okay, and more things that are more conducive to what you really want out of life. Okay, so you guys, I thank you so much. I encourage everyone that if you could hit the like button and leave a comment, even if it's just an emoji down below, because this lets YouTube know that this information is valuable and pertinent, so therefore they can share it with the other divine ones, and it can start to spread, and we can encourage and share knowledge with one another. And as well, you can find listed down below, I also do offer readings ranging from $5 to $57.17, and I have free rooms, and they're all spirit-led video readings. You can find those links down below. And for the 613 out of this world higher knowledge and wisdom energetic exchanges, also known as donations, you can find that link down below as well. And thank you guys. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you can receive notifications of new videos. All right.